Hello there, dear YouTubers. My name is King1993, and today is another day of me trying to explain another Valkyrie character. And today's character battlesuit is gonna be called Herscher of Finality. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Now, before starting this video, do understand that this video is gonna be mostly regarding towards the beginners and the intermediate player. So based on that, most of the information which you are gonna be getting are gonna be able to help you use this character as efficiently as possible, even if you have lowest amount of crystals. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started now. Now, the Harsher of Finality is a Kiana Kaslana character, and out of the Kiana Kaslana character, this is the one which I will never be getting. Okay, now this character is considered as an imaginary type character, and this character also has the ability to use higher DPS damage dealing. So if I were to click on this section here, you'll be able to see that this character's main capability is melee fire DPS, capable of doing aerial combat, harsher form, can trigger, absolute, time fracture, DPS, spike, etc. Okay, now that is not the main point. The main point is what is her type. Her type is imaginary type, and her strength is gonna be this fire DPS. Okay, so other than that, the question remains is what is her main weapon and the stigmata set. Our main weapon and the stigmata set are basically given here in this equipment section. Now, when it comes to the weapon is called Domain of Genesis. Okay, but obviously you must need to get the 5-star version of this weapon, whatever it is called. And once that is done, only then you will be able to use this 6-star weapon. Okay. Now, other than that, the question is what about the stigmata set? Now, when it's come to the stigmata set is called the Kiana Kaslana set. So, if you were to get this Kiana Kaslana set, obviously you will be doing almost 100% of this character max damage dealing capabilities. Okay. Now, other than that, the question remains is okay, those are the expensive option where I must need to buy crystals in order to use crystals if I do not have crystals. Okay, what are the other alternatives that I can use which I already have? Now there is a certain website which goes by the name honcampacthard.fandom.com, and if you were to go to this website, you can definitely click here on Harsher of Finality. Now, once you go to this section here, you just have to scroll down, and then once you scroll down, you will see that if you already have domain of incandescence, which I already have, and I also have this Leuven set because because the G4 fire stigmata set still haven't came out yet. You can definitely use this set to get about 75, 73, or let's say 70% of total functionality out of this set here. Okay, you don't need to get these uh what should I call it, the signature stigmata set and the weapon if you are low in crystals. Okay, now other than that, the question remains is which one of them are free. This Lumenhook set is free, you can grind for them, but when it comes to this domain of incandescence, you still have to use crystals. Okay? So let's say I am planning on getting the stigmata set. You can definitely go to this stigmata section, go to the forge, click on this fire, and then as you scroll downwards, you will see in the G3 stigmata set that this is the fire stigmata set, which is gonna be good for the harsher of finality. Okay. Now, other than that, when it comes to the weapon, however, the weapon, if you are unable to get either domain of incandescence or let's say the new one, whichever one is available. Okay, let me check. So if you are unable to get either this domain of incandescence or let's say this domain of genesis, then there are other options available for you to actually do that. What are those other options? Well, let me explain. So if you just go downwards, you will see that there is this weapon called spirit weapon. Now, if you are grinding for a weapon and not using any crystals, then go for this hyper railgun speed. Go for this hyper railgun spirit, turn it into hyper railgun, and then turn this hyper railgun into positron blaster. This is gonna be the first one which is gonna be available as a free to play player. So if you are planning on getting any of these weapon for free, this positron blaster is the only option which you are gonna be having. But other than that, if you have domain of incandescence due to Herscher of Lamentation, you can definitely go for this one. But if you do not have domain of incandescence, then there is no need for you to actually go for either of these. Let's go to this domain of Genesis directly. Okay. Now, other than that, the question remains is where can I know about how to use this character as efficiently as possible? Go to this attack place here and then go to this event section and then on tactical class. In this place here, you should be able to see which attack pattern, QTE and ultimate, evasion and weapon, uh, pre-arm and team synergy and team collaboration system you will be using on this character. Okay. Now, because I will never be using this character, I am not planning on doing any of these things. Okay. So that's the main thing about this character, that if you want to use this character as efficiently as possible, just go to this character tutorial section and play this character tutorial section as much as possible until you get a proper idea of how to use this character as efficiently as possible. Okay. Now, those are gonna be the main things about how to use the character called Herscher of Finality. And if you were to watch this entire video and have gotten to the end point, you should now be able to fight many of the difficult bosses using these characters, so that at the end of the day you will be feeling happier on getting this character and their weapon and the stigmata set. Okay. Now, if you find this video useful regarding Herscher of Finality and how to use her and how to get her weapon, both the crystals, both the one that needed crystals and the one that doesn't need any crystals, then please give a like and subscribe and click the bell notification icons to get more of this type of topic on a regular basis. Thank you and see you again next time.